Alright, and welcome back to my Aliens vs Predator Nightmare Difficulty Marine Campaign guided walkthrough. We made it to mission 5, and this is another difficult and lengthy mission. Although this one feels a lot longer than it actually is. There's a lot of exposition and storytelling going on in this part of the game. So in the first part of the video you will see a lot of jump cuts. In fact, the mission starts off with merely an android on the ground, followed by several minutes without encountering any enemies. But after that, we're going to have an encounter with a small army of androids. And you should know by now that you shouldn't take those lightly. Fortunately, your partner is actually useful in this game, and it's not merely like one of those escort missions, where the NPC is a bigger factor in whether or not you will fail the mission than the actual enemies are. It is of course a bit a matter of RNG to what extent she will be useful. But at the very least she can distract the enemy androids, so that already gives you an advantage over facing them by yourself. Also, the area here has all kinds of obstacles that you can use as cover. So together with the sniper rifle, this provides lots of opportunity to not take the androids head on. Although this does depend on how they are moving around, which is a matter of RNG in the end. However, the arrival of the train is based on a timer. So if you don't take the first two out quickly, then you need to keep in mind that they are still alive and dangerous behind the train.
Fresh clip.
Crap, I've wasted way too much ammo on those androids. And the pulse rifle isn't exactly my weapon of choice, so I barely managed to stay alive, killing the aliens right before they literally cornered me. Although the pulse rifle is going to be extremely important in this mission, but only later on.
Private, I must attend to the corporal as soon as possible.
Okay, major skip here, because there's a section of several minutes of exposition without enemy encounters. Well, apart from a single android that's lying on the ground. But after all of that, there's a small war that breaks out between the aliens and the androids, and you are going to move right through it. But at first it's best to stay back and simply wait for whoever enters this room. And the good thing is that whether it's an alien or an android, there's a good chance that it has already sustained damage before it enters the room. So there's a high chance of it being easy targets. Moreover, the fact that androids and aliens are hostile towards each other can also be used to your advantage, as you will see in a minute. Alright, so here 2 androids will enter the room, so make good use of cover, as you will likely have to take one of them out. But soon after they enter, a xenomorph will follow them, and you might just as well wait and have them fight each other. In case the alien wins, he will crawl up to the 2nd floor and he will either take out the android there, or if the android wins, then you at least don't have to bother with the alien anymore. Okay, this part is extremely risky, but if you move quickly, you can skip this entire section. After you take out the android near the turret, you can quickly make a run through the hallway and enter the 2nd door on the left. If you manage to make it through in one piece, you have successfully skipped the fight against all the androids in that area. So it is risky, but it is worth it. Alright, when the door opens, just wait to the side here and again let the androids and aliens just fight each other. And simply focus on whatever may enter the room. That will again be a matter of RNG. It is likely though that the android in the middle is still alive after they cease fire, and in my case even a 2nd android was still alive, which hadn't happened before in my failed attempts or even when I played on regular hard mode. So I was a bit surprised that my motion detector showed another enemy. And by the way, thanks for pointing out to me that it's a motion sensor, not a radar. Even though I kind of should have realized that myself, because it's also in the movies and such. There are 2 androids on the ground here, and remember that if you go for the legs, you can quickly take them out when they are on the ground. So that should at least allow you to kill the first one before it even has time to act. When you open this door, the door on the other side will open as well, and several androids will attack you. But even though one of them may come closer, they will not get all the way over to where you are. So just use the wall next to the door as cover. And keep in mind that if you take some chip damage, just wait until it regenerates before you stick your head out again. Alright, so here I switch to the pulse rifle because I want to make sure that I don't run out of sniper ammo in the next section. But also because 2 androids are going to ambush you when the elevator arrives. So as soon as the elevator doors open, I quickly launch 2 grenades inside. That will do some significant damage or perhaps even kill them both at once. Now you do absolutely want to make sure that you have all 4 grenades when you face off against the boss of this mission. So do not forget to replenish your grenades. They are going to be essential against the Praetorian. Be careful in this room, because there's a facehugger moving around. In fact, this is our final encounter with a facehugger in this playthrough. They will not be missed. Alright, so as I said before, I wanted to make sure to have enough sniper rifle ammunition for this part. Because we're going to get ambushed by several xenomorphs and there's very little room to get away from them. So you want to kill them as quickly as possible and as cleanly as possible. So large acid explosions is the last thing you want in this section. Also, this part is about speed and accuracy, the latter of which I don't exactly have. So be ready to use a melee attack to save yourself if necessary. But also keep in mind that when you are reloading and you have to use a melee attack as a last resort while in the reloading animation, it will cancel out that animation, meaning that you have to press reload again after knocking an alien back. So all in all, just be really careful with your ammunition here. Okay, now things are getting tense. The mission ends with a boss fight against the Praetorian, and he can really fuck you up in no time at all. Try to get some damage in and then move back. It's unlikely that he will follow you when the standard aliens are still alive. So get rid of them first. However, as soon as you take them out, the boss will start chasing you, and if he gets up in your face, you are fucked. So here is where the pulse rifle is important, because a direct hit from the grenade launcher will literally knock the boss on the ground, giving you the opportunity to get away, get some damage in, or it allows you enough time to use a healing item. Because if you take damage, don't just randomly heal. It slows you down and you can't defend yourself while you are in that animation. So if you need to heal, do it immediately after knocking the boss down with a grenade. And make sure to move around the area to pick up new grenades when you need them. Just make sure that you are always ready to run away. But be careful of his acid spit, that he will shoot at you from a distance. Because unlike the regular aliens, a direct hit from his acid spit can kill you instantly. Just keep moving around, knocking him down with grenades until you can finish him off. And that's the end of mission 5. Only one more mission left to go. So please leave a like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned for the final episode.